Hello, I'm Sensei James XYZ. Welcome back to Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We are now on episode 12.
It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering Bors water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched into nights, and the two surrendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved Bors was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow until darkness fell and reluctantly returned to the castle. The next day, and the one after that, she returned. But Bors never did. Summer to autumn, and the maiden ceased her rites. She withdrew into the shadowed stillness of her tower, her heart heavy with unending sorrow. Unbeknownst to her, Bors's bones lay bleached and brittle beneath the sun, hidden in the very field where their love had bloomed. For in Sagramor's kingdom, no crime was graver nor punishment swifter than love. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following behind him. His warm eyes and copper hair struck Claire's heart with longing. Unable to resist, she rose and stepped toward the window for a glimpse of the gallant knight. The moment she moved, a terrible pain gripped her chest and the mirror shattered. Claire, knowing the curse had claimed her, fled the tower. She reached the road just as the procession passed, grasped the knight's cape, and collapsed. Sir Bors turned a sudden tug, leapt from his horse and caught her. Her breath grew faint, and she whispered, "Do not grieve, for I am glad to have seen you, my knight." With those words, her spirit departed. Sir Bors wept bitterly, for never had he seen a maiden of such beauty and grace. His heart swelled with both joy and despair, for he knew he would never again love another as he loved the fair and cursed maiden, Claire. In the days of King Sagramor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity, determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Claire. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down, his body falling beside his broken lute. Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her.
Wow. Those were pretty intense to listen through. I enjoyed that.
I was writing some... Yes, boy. Really? I longed for my own Sacramore. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My sister. I have 2 sisters. She's the caregiver. I was... Here. You've read these notes. Strange enough.
So that's one. Now I need to get to this one. Mm-hmm. Yep. I knew there was a reason for this to be here. Or this tune. That one chunked my frame rate. Would be somewhere around down here.
did you kill me? Mum, she used to call me Little Fish once. During a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. Then I was here.
Jesus. No way. My game crashed? I'm impressed at how much I've been able to play without a single crash. I had consistent crashes. Whenever I was playing the 0.9 build. Can't believe that was my first crash out of all these episodes. That's pretty impressive. I'm still unhappy about it, but that's pretty impressive. To go from consistent crashes to a single crash so far. That's good. Okay, good. So, alright, cool. Getting a lot of performance now. Maybe it was a memory leak? I don't know. Everything feels freakishly smoother, so who knows? Oh right, it's up. Duh. What am I at? Halfway to 40? So I assume probably by the end of this I'll be, or by the end of Sagrius, I'll be at the I'll be at level 40. Ah, there's the slight performance dip. Whatever. I got hopeful. My bad. That's entirely my fault. Shouldn't have put my hopes up. Teehee. Oh, I see. Very foreboding.
Go away.
Weird.
They are here, but maybe no. My sister's reign must end. She thought she could forge fate with power, yet we are the ones who suffer the most. They look...
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience? Ah, I see you're trying to... Not many people know that the three sisters are Bandrui, female druids.
I guess I
Not
could
all
have
druids
gleaned
allow
that.
women to engage in their noble profession. One day, they delivered a prophecy to Sagramore. Our king took their words to heart. The other sisters helped the queen maintain the kingdom in it. I know my place. Hello, are you ready? Nobody knows. Only Stygander and I are aware of the passage of time, but we're not allowed. If I were you, As you... It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Please.
Eternity be damned.
Of change. You have been noticed. I was chosen to extend you an invitation to speak. But first, you must do you. You will learn everything during the... Splendid.
Oh. Oh. This is a very small room.
Your arrival brings me joy. The true natural order, regardless of the decision you make. Your arrival has sparked real change in this place, but I want you to understand what you will bring about. The curse of this place will be lifted. There is, however. You will go to my home. When the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled King Sagramore. I will take control of this place. Through the bodies of the royal couple, the king and queen are inextricably linked. My growth will be slow. I cannot force this decision, but after you complete your task, This place. So then, what is your choice? Ah, the faithful penitent. We were fortunate to cross paths. As for me, I gained the...
I kind of fuck with the idea of turning this into the Shroom Kingdom. Sure.
Wonderful. When the moment comes, plant us within the king's breast. Thank you.
I like that idea. This place will be bestowed upon the shrooms. Jesus. Why is this place so fucking bloody? They're really hyping up this dude. I'm getting excited to know what the hell I'm about to go up against. There's just so much blood. What could possibly have happened here? Move. I'm not living that fall. Technically, I could live that fall, but I'm more scared of a rather aggressive sequence break, so I'm not going to get greedy with it. Am I stupid? Possibly. It would not be surprising.
That's all I...
Is there like a lever up here I could have hit? Ah, there was. Okay. That's what I get. I'm so used to these having like a lever elsewhere. Sorry. Had a bit of muscle pain in my chest. Oof. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I was okay. Are you gonna fight me? Oh. Let me guess. Two-hander. Man, that's a cool-ass looking sword, though. But miserable.
Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Man, I don't know if I care. I'm here to see whoever your fucking husband is. Because if he's got a cool armor set, I will probably want it. Oh, that's funny. I got a second spectral sword. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Queen set seems real good for the mage run. That'll be a nice upgrade.
Gone. Is she? Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day, once. And now, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools away to dusty death. Fear not, till mushrooms take the place of your heart, and now mushrooms grow in my chest. The king is dead. Now it all ends. What we leave behind is a monument to our own foolishness. There will be no legends told of this place, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And this, the reason for your visit to this cursed court. You may leave now. Your audience is over. No, the kingdom no longer belongs to King.
So, who was this four-armed king I was told of? Can I kill him? Nope. That makes sense, I suppose. I was just given the impression that whatever I was about to go up against would have been an actual problem. The four-armed king was hyping this whole, you know, all the hype of this four-armed monster. And yet there was nothing at the end of time. Nothing but time. No matter what was done, no matter the cost, it was all the same. Time ever stopped. Time ever flowing. Nothing more. And nothing less. A bountiful hellscape where time never moves. Where nothing is accomplished and everything stays. A world of darkness where the gods will not look. A world of darkness where the gods will not hear. Nothing more than a dead dream.
We must grow.
Left to the forces beyond life and death. Nothing more than mycelium. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Wow, these things will stay. Hmm. Can't call the horse here. That makes sense, I suppose. I'm gonna go visit the Shroom Knight. Actually, no, I've got to teleport. Never mind. I assume they're all gonna say the exact same shit. I don't know what I was expecting. They hyped him up, this four-armed king, and then a man of ego. And here I thought the weird beast thing, that fucking forerunner and the weirdness was gonna be his ego made manifest, but no, he's just A man who was tired of it all, who tried to get away, only to be left eternal in a different manner. And all for what? All for greed. Nothing more, nothing less. And what did it ultimately cost? Not even everything. It cost nothing in the end. Oh, I love this game, dude. Despite its flaws, it's cementing a real nice, weird spot in my heart that I'm enjoying the way the game feels. It's nothing too crazy. The art style is beautiful. It could use some optimization, frankly. It desperately could use some optimization. I don't think I should be struggling to run this on medium on a 2080 Super, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. I'm gonna warp and sell a bunch of stuff first. Because I'm not using these spectral swords,
You're doing
so.
okay.
Oh, I'm almost on the level 40. Sick. I don't think I get XP for scalp stuff, so. Trying to eke out every little bit of XP I can. Wow, that fire's still there. It hasn't even been a full 24 hours yet then.
They say, along the way, it's likely they were quite powerful. Many adventurers have tried to find his castle. Now, of course, we need to head to the Menhir. No time to lose. Now I need to prepare myself.
I hate it when my PC does that. What are you doing? Okay. PC likes to do this thing every now and then where my the lights on my fans turn on for some reason. I don't know why. And then they'll just stay there and then they'll turn off. Like, okay. It's just baseline health potion. Nothing impressive. Not sure why it does stuff like that.
It worked. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but eh?
Whoa.
So, it's done.
I wouldn't be so sure. Besides, I still have my orders.
I know you have your orders. I am the Lord of Cornoct, and not Camelot.
Of all times, you are a lord. And if you defy Camelot...
But not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you... Well, if that is the will of the Lord, they're in for it.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the men here as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help. People I can trust. I can't command anyone, otherwise... You see, no one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. It also ensures the people of Cornoct have the right to remain on their land until I'm back. I don't, but perhaps I should. If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, then I shall see it through. And if, by some miracle, we return with the legendary Grail, all the better. By Camelot's own laws, I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante. Then there's Urfa. You might also speak with Maggot. A sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. The people will be safe, and each of them must understand that approach them with kindness. Thank you. And whether they agree or not, I will set out for the Grail. What news?
It is time. It is time. What I've been working towards. Which kind of light armor? Really? No fucking way.
Safe. Just passing through? Good.
Why is this armor so light? Is this true? It's very light and sturdy armor. I'm almost dishing out 200 damage. And I'm fast. I guess I gotta go back. Wow. Stand up for a second. Always good to stand up in between these recordings, but I was too excited. So I get for not paying attention. Quick save.
I come here. I stand, and I've been. You need to return. There's something she. I wouldn't ask, but if you can find that, if you want to help me, I need you. Thank. I know, but I can't answer his call. Or.
I guess I'll put in the effort to try and get all 3. Fuck it. Whatever, I guess.
Bayor's fully recovered. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. You've done right, but this whole expedition is madness. And I'll admit, I might not think much of our lord. Tell Yvain he...
That's 1. Let's get Maggot. And then I guess I'll head my ass back. I don't want to, but if shit's respawned, I mean, thanks to my new armor upgrade, I should have just cleaved through everything like butter, so. It's kind of a monster power increase. I mean, shit. There should be something that lets me see all of this. I just have to do math. 55, 75, 90, 105? Did they mean to get it to just 100? No, it's 105. Okay. Or maybe I did my math wrong. I don't know. I don't fucking care. It's a big number. It's a huge increase. My damage was almost doubled. That's all I care.
Really? And he sent you to me. You know, turns out the world isn't ending after all. Besides, joining the hotel event.
Well, I could have just sent him off on his own if I really didn't care, but I care enough. Let's push back into the corrupted temple. And because of how fast I can move, I could probably do this real quick. I hope, at least. I'm also hoping shit hasn't respawned yet, but we'll see. I might be a little too late on that and things might have respawned. Not end of the world, though. I think I'm even tankier now. I'm fast while tanky, which is kind of absurd. I feel like some of these armor values might have been fucked up. But we'll see. It's bright in here. Oh, I guess with the priestess dead, this whole place now has light, so. Or whatever her name is. Whatever, I don't care.
That's not how it's meant. Ah, Niante, the fractured one. What she cast away, and does she need it? I held it for her. Because the All-Mother does not abandon her children, but to reclaim it. Is that what she told you? No. I merely caught it. Then she must prove herself worthy. Take this. It holds what she has lost. Go.
I didn't realize how slow I was moving thanks to heavy armor. I forgot, like, armor had a movement speed issue. I just thought it was dash distance and dash amount. That's on me. But now I've got tanky light armor. This is fucking great. Thank you, Lancelot. Yippee! I still need to touch the shield, but I'll get to that after I get to this. What am I doing with this? Okay.
You doing okay?
I'm doing great. I can train my evasion proper now.
Aurelia's voice. So, if it truly is mine, I can... She's right. Meet me at the statue of the All-Mother. You've already done so much for me, but... Thank you.
All this running. But I can turn a bit of a blind eye because I'm happy with my new armor. It's giving me a crazy damage boost. Really? My evasion's only at 30? Damn. Ouch. Again, just more reasons why crafting in this game is practically useless except for getting a shit ton of money in XP. Oh boy.
The All-Mother's light will reveal the truth. Oh, then...
I'm about to have to fight my way for this. Yep. No dialogue. Here. Maybe I should have explored a little bit. Oh well.
So, it's strange. And now... First, I will return. You have done more for... No, you didn't. There is...
Almost halfway through that level already. Nice hearing those harps play. Makes me happy knowing that quest. Alright, let's try and convince this last chick.
Nice to see you.
I gotta get my ass up there. Ma'am, you're making me walk so much.
Okay, there. You're going to feel. Do you need something?
Show the horse! Move out! Creak!
That was weird. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I want to get this recording thoroughly done. Don't want to stop halfway on y'all, but I do have work in the evening, so we'll see. I just want to get a backlog.
Yvain can count on me. Tell Yvain I'll join him. Go. May the
Nice. Could have avoided that if I had gone back to her, but I thought I was like sequence skipping something, so that one's on me. Holy moly.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
Do you need something?
Oh my god, you're loud.
What news? The people I told you about. Now you've achieved what seemed impossible. With Niante, Magat, and Ifra, You've done me a great favor. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
Oh.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am the wall between order and ruin.
Time for a new cutscene.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility?
I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, and may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come.
God, I could listen to that guy talk for hours. Oh, he's looking different.
The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots. It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work, turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots. Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind. to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this. Yes, the situation is complex, but that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis, and yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures. Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield, to judge for himself what serves the people, even if it meant standing against me. We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this Menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
Oof. Love that rumbly voice. Okay. Where the hell am I?
Stay quiet. Stay safe. You startled me.
Okay. I have a Steam guide on my phone here. I want to find...
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends.
This asshole
Said
again.
he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today? I cannot say for certain. Since Maeve's passing, Camelot will keep the peace in my stead. We may not agree on every matter, so I thank you once more. Farewell.
I'll await.
Nah, this asshole's here. I don't want to talk to you, bro.
Well, well, look at you. And since you've proven yourself so capable, here. No, If you want to know the truth about the man pulling, it's the house of someone I once called my employer. I don't know. No, not really. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently. Oh. How would I know? But don't worry. Once you're done, that's where we'll finish this.
Forgot to go to that buck-ass tower, but I assume that's where he is, so... Also walking in place. Can't just yoink it, I suppose. Okay, I need to get up to here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that first before I deal with this. I think we need the trouble from here instead. Yeah, my horse is still here. One of those. I will investigate that after. Up that volume a little bit. I'll check on that tower, and then I think I got 2 other areas I need to visit. Oh. Hello. Oh no. This guy's here. Last thing I wanted to deal with. Those are just Forge Roller Knights. Ooh. Do I want to touch that? Yes. It's you again.
We meet again, Lost Prince. I was mistaken about our previous encounter. I erred in thinking I had unraveled what the Pale Lady had planned for the both of us. But I should have known better than to presume or anticipate the moves of someone as shrewd as her. I am tired, Prince. I am so terribly tired. I feel burned out. I can't weave anymore. I don't want to. Never imagined that such a moment could come. Oh, what a truly sorrowful thing. To accept that all things must finally fade. You meeting me. As I mentioned upon your first visit, I thought it was just a coincidence. A fortunate weave of various events that, under a different alignment of stars and smaller choices, would never have come to pass. However, it turns out that I was meant to fulfill a specific role, and it was not to weave new life as I once believed. To weave bridges between you and her despair. Bridges that would allow you to gather the memory shards. She used me. Yet I cannot even bring myself to be angry with her. I see now that she seeks to restore the bonds that once were. She hopes that by restoring her son's memory, she will finally bring him back. Yet she does not realize how daunting and impossible this challenge truly is. But those driven by despair rarely measure their actions with reason. The pain of a mother who has lost her child. For centuries, we never had to face loss. To live in a world in which everything has to die. Her desire was to bring her son back. And anger, I don't want the weirdness. Places like this one, on their own, to bridge your reality and ours. In both instances, but the truth was far from that. The Archspire was a bridge to the place where her son was born. In that cave, I wove the prints from the threads of the weirdness granted to me by the Pale Lady. It seems the place we stand in now was marked as the place where I had to create the next passage. Since we lost the war against your kind, we retreated to Tuathan. All the while, the weirdness has continued to change. For centuries, places like this seemed lifeless. I did not dare to peer beyond my lost prince. I feel that what lies ahead is bound to a profoundly intimate and ineffably personal aspect of the Pale Lady. It is between you and her. Prince, it is time to go. Leave me behind. Hopefully that will grant me freedom. Farewell.
This place looks rather intense. Am I missing? There's supposed to be words or dialogue? Oh my god.
And now you stand here, hidden deep within. And even I cannot fathom what my heart feels. Still torn, for you are not wholly him, my son, my prince of Tuathan. Yet there is a flicker of joy within me, for you carry the soul of an Arthur, whose life was chosen for my son. This means the fragments of memory I gathered and kept safe may be saved. The heart, a fragment of me, of my despair. My tears seeped into your soil. The specter, the Red Death.
Oh.
Unintentionally, I could not have known the depths of pain wrought by the loss of a beloved child. When it started to spread, I couldn't find a way to stop it. I am so terribly sorry. Arthur believed that abandoning the homelands would stop the plague, The Red Church committed truly horrific acts in their desperate attempt to halt the Blight. Yet, no matter what you humans do, the plague will always return. And so, I want my son back. You walk your own path. I hope that's among them. However, I cannot impose my will upon you. I believe so. And you, since my son's fate became entwined with that of Arthur, you will also need the fragments of my son's memory. Beyond that, the Weaver may possess something helpful. He is no longer bound by the places I created for him. I have a feeling he may have returned to his workshop. It is a tale about the Prince of the Four Dwellers, Arthur. We are connected. I met him during his journey. He is someone very dear to me. As you already know, we found a way to gaze upon the homelands. When one has to deal with entropy and decay, he must have desired to live the life of a human. Oh, the Weaver, a living being, brimming with such boundless potential. You always had a fondness for my child. In the homelands, I saw a powerful thing that we Four Dwellers lacked. It was love. We lived in a world where everything was potent and possible. Our emotional structure was much less complicated than yours. Yes, I am fully aware that my will to bring Arthur to the shores of Avalon brought war and ruin upon my own kin. What would you have me say? There are no proper words for this. Yes, although that was a horribly distorted part of me, living as if it were another life. Now I feel more whole. One aspect of the potential of the weirdness is that it can serve as a tool. For that, I needed a craftsman. Every Four Dweller could manipulate the weirdness to he could harness that potential for something far, far greater. My skills lay elsewhere, to see a different world. A world without the weirdness. A single living organism, yet full of individuality at the same time. I feel that sometimes you do not realize just how extraordinary your land truly was. Are you sure? This may be our last meeting before. I am. Are you sure? This may. So, it is done. You leave this place with another shard. Ah, one more thing. It was never my will, but rather a flawed interpretation by humans, consumed with the madness of the dying. Farewell.
Perfect obedience? Oh my god, 3 memory shards is kind of crazy. Alright, what's next? Something around here. So it's in the river. And there's another one somewhere around here. Ooh, I love this little tune. The constant warbling left and right is really pretty. Please be a shrine. Just a point to discover. Fair enough. I'm not certain what to push up at this point. So I'll just start bumping up perception, because I know I'll get another respec at some point, so. Might as well keep pushing crit damage further.
Prepared for anything. Such a cheap shot.
Might make this a shorter episode, but we'll see. Tomb of Sir Gawain. Means I'll get to find other cool armors and weapons, so I'm hoping to get some of these more special things in my kit. Then I gotta go to that area afterwards. Turn my phone off at the time being. Oh yeah, I will not be able to make that jump. Maybe I could with the jump height and speed potions, but I severely doubt it. It would be funny, but... I need more stamina. That's the one thing I keep burning through so quickly. I think that's the hidden downside of this sword. Touch me. A little bit of money, I guess. Whew. That was a wee bit scary. Max stamina, stamina regen, extra source stamina. Max health. Yeah, these are starting to require multiple. I like my armor a bit more. But I will store these. Ooh. No, never mind. Useless. Getting on more two-handers I do not care for. This is cute. I like this. Oof.
Poor Sir Gawain. He didn't deserve to be forgotten. Ah, Sir Bertilac. There's no need to worry about him. His soul walks Avalon freely now. I'm sure he and Sir Gawain will cross paths again. We all want peace. Sir Gawain will find his peace, as will you. A strong king means a strong Avalon. The word Nis is like a web. Every soul wandering Avalon is one of those threads. King Arthur and his knights once brought peace to Avalon. Ah, you've already met them all, I'm afraid. I'm the last remaining member of the guild. And have been for the past 100 years. Well, until now. A long life is a gift the wordness grants to many. Maybe I'll live only as long as I'm needed. Whatever the wordness wills, I'll accept it. It's a bit more complicated than that. It can be whatever we wish it to be. We are part of the wordness. Not as well as the Fordwellers once could, but I was brought into the guild by Eleanor Dunn. She lived among us for many years. My people accepted their bond. I met a few more members as I traveled with her, but as long as one of us is still alive. The road is long.
Fortunately, I know where it is. Or a vague area of where it is. Somewhere around here. Let's see. Go off this angle. Should be somewhere around here. We'll do that, and then I think I'll call it. Well, I'll go tackle the tower as well. In fact, I'll do the tower first while I, Why do I feel slow all of a sudden? Have a safe potions. Fuck off. Gates of knowledge.
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your friend Merlin. Nothing would bring me greater joy than meeting you face to face. Alas, that must wait, for our paths have yet to cross, though I hope it will be soon. In the meantime, please treat my home as your own. Make yourself comfortable. Rest from your hardships, and seek the knowledge you require. And you, brave vessel, remember to heed your lord, King Arthur, now and always.
Need to fix that screen shake. Shut up, phone. Why am I getting notifications at 2 in the morning? 3 in the morning, actually. Leave me alone. That's a funny visual effect to do. I respect it. Is there any point at all to this place? So I guess lore.
My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature. Know how many brave knights gave their lives so we could find a way to bring you back.
Seems like I missed his other journal, but whatever.
My king, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of...
There we go. Is that it? That's all this is? Just a building with some lore drop, and that's it? No special artifact, no unique reward hiding somewhere? There's a place filled with a bunch of food, some books, a lot of books you can't even read. Screaming head. An underground segment with more books. Floating fuck-ass libraries. I mean, okay, man. Cool, I guess. I haven't gone to this room. Yep, again, nothing. Wow, what a useless area. Actual waste of my time. I'll go back through the footage and go on a deeper read of what I saw, but like, really? Like, cool, I guess, bro. Keep bumping up decks. So why not? Pushing that crit damage further. Alright, we're gonna rush our ass to this tomb. And afterwards, that'll be it. I'll end the episode there, and I'm gonna go to bed. I might swap to a 1 a day after this. It's kind of... It's not that taxing, but on top of work and then sometimes music commissions, it can be a little rough trying to do 2 episodes every single day. Like, some days I'll get the opportunity to record a lot more, but I think it would be better for me to try and stay maybe towards a once a day at 12 p.m. every day, so I don't exhaust myself, and so I can focus on hanging out with friends, my own mental well-being, and just other aspects in general. I'm not trying to skimp out on this at all. I have a blast doing this kind of stuff. This game's been fun, but like after this, I'd have to find something else I can start recording and maintaining my place on, you know, a consistent schedule. So we'll see. Sir Dagonet. Trap scared the shit out of me, as you saw based off of me flinching. Why does this place have such triumphant music? It's kind of funny and cute. What, is he just like a trickster? Is that his gimmick? Can't hurt the paintings. That must be the way to get out of the pit. Jackass. Of course. Wow. What a fool. Let's see. I missed something. Bones, leave those. I have no idea who those are anyway. Wow. And I won't have to worry about the final tomb until much later, and the last location until after the crown, so that's gonna be a while. There we go. You're standing in air.
You don't look too pleased. Well, you've seen it for yourself. He was always praised for his cunning and his devotion. But he was also a clever man, if he wishes to be left in peace. No, I may be old, but not that old. He knew the First Knights personally. I think he missed them more than he cared to admit, but not the king. When it came to Arthur, he had nothing but contempt. Oh, so you've met him. You brought back his majesty, and he is the center of Caradoc's very existence. Ugh, he's such a miserable sod. He's a bitter man. We were brought together by a special kind of loneliness, and he may not be wrong. Our circumstances are very different. I couldn't. The road is long.
Well, everything I care to do here. So let's go on, reach the next area, and then end off this episode. I don't see a purpose of tackling here. Seems just more like a landmark, if anything. What's my weight at? I've still got plenty. Well, there's a warp here. I might as well nab this, go back to the city, shove all these armors into the stash, because I want to keep all these special knight armors on hand. Not for any builds or anything, but more out of respect of what this run is about.
Oh,
Everything else. Can't do upgrades from here.
I'd rather not speak of him, but I suppose I owe him that much. Morgaine and I, we shared only half our blood, yet both inherited the worst of our father's traits. Pride, arrogance, stubbornness. I was angry at her for humiliating me yet again, and angry at Gawain for falling so easily into her trap. He was never the perfect knight, nor did he try to be. But he was brave and bold, and he didn't deserve to become a pawn in our quarrel. I should have taken more of an interest in his fate. But there was always something more pressing, until I ran out of time. Although, if you think about it,
we did end up sharing similar fates. A truly fascinating man. He started out as a court jester, but it quickly became clear he was quite skilled with a blade as well. At first, I suspected he might be a spy for an enemy kingdom, but after he saved my life one day, my perspective changed. Of course, he still could have been a spy, but I decided to keep him close and watch him carefully, just in case. In time, though, he proved to be a loyal companion. He earned my trust, and without hesitation, I knighted him. Well, it didn't surprise me much. That was Dagonet through and through. He always spoke his mind, caring little for what others might think, even when it was my judgment he questioned. Only he and Palamedes ever dared to speak their minds openly in my presence, without fear of giving offense. Dagonet was decidedly less diplomatic than Palamedes, but it was precisely that honesty I valued in them both. Besides, from the start, he had a rare gift for foreseeing how things would unfold. I dare say, he even managed to make me laugh one last time.
Man. I can't wait to get your armor.
You're from outside, aren't you? Silly question. Tell me, do you know anything about One Eye? Of course. I'm Olwyn of the Spain tribe, but I don't care. I don't know if I can talk about it. Our god, the Lord of the Hunt, he got out. Faithful or not, it didn't matter. I'm sorry. Even under normal circumstances, that would be risky. I don't know how many are left. But if I were you, I'd go to Gurfhan first. So if you value your life, go to the capital first. So, about One Eye. I think that's good news. After what happened here in my tribe, the Spain, well, thank...
Oh no. She'll be walking directly into Galahad, won't she? Jesus. Oh my god. Let's make our way to the capital first so I can end this episode. Afterwards, I'll branch out and figure out what to do. This is how these things fight? What a shitty designed enemy. I'm not fighting anything that just is constant back hops. Fuck that nonsense. I don't have the patience nor the mental fortitude right now to deal with that. That's just miserable to go up against. There ain't nothing fun in that. What is this? Probably makes sense I can't pray at those. local. Hop off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Just peace and fucking quiet, dude.
Halt! You don't even know where you're trying to... This is the village of the Volker tribe. Because... Then pass...
Okay. I'm a dumbass, that's what. Thankfully, I moved just obscenely fast, so... Seems health regen only works out of combat, which is kind of lame, but understandable. I'm not gonna fight against that. Sinks it for 20 though.
Stay focused. What's that noise? This is my lucky day. You're no match for our band. You made a big mistake. Stay focused.
The fuck is that? The Moonlight Greatsword? Not too shabby. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That was a hiccup, if you believe it or not.
Stay sharp. This is my lucky day. Your gold belongs to us now.
Mess with that later. Just gotta know where the hell these fucking swords came from. Corpse eaters will look different based on their terrain or environment. I feel like maybe not. It's going on longer than I was hoping for, but I wanted to get to the capital, so I'm gonna make it to the fucking capital. Music here is also very pretty. Anything with choir or opera or just singing in general is incredibly pretty in these kinds of games. Let me get my hands on the soundtrack for this game. Got a lot of meteorite on hand lately. It's quite nice. Too bad I haven't been able to actually pick up and wield Excalibur or Pallades. It's a tunnel. No, I have to save that for tomorrow. Can't get ahead of myself. The Womb of Mathea. I'll go and tackle that later as well. An incredible artist, my guy is.
I sensed your approach. I, Gurfan of the Gunvaldir tribe. Ah, so you're still speaking with your own voice. Good. Tell me, how does it work with the two? Will he ever come out and talk to me face to face? Either way, I've got a few things to say to him. Ah, so he won't be speaking. Well, then give my regards to the old man. The same can't be said of the Camelocians. I hope Arthur's squirming in your head. Normal ones, honorable. He entrusted us with the Forlorn Swords and his crown, the one he used to command giants. In return, Camelot was supposed to leave us alone, now and forever. Can you hear me, Arthur? The treaty is rubbish, except ourselves, damn it. Why? He's barely gotten his life back. There's a passage, sure. Go ahead, if you think. But let me warn you. Well, the giants are asleep, at least on the surface. And if the giants weren't enough, there are still the monsters and other surprises. If I were you, I wouldn't go in there, or without the blessing of the tribes. You'd know that if you remembered our agreements, Arthur. Yes. The funny thing about our king, he knew he could march in there, grab his crown whenever he wanted. He said he'd come back for his royal hat, only if the kingdom was in a dire situation. Traditionally, this was meant to be done during a moot, and I'm calling one. So we... Well, I need the chieftains to come here because we have to agree on a united front. And I want to make damn sure that we fight Camelot not as a solitary tribe, like hot-headed One-Eye once, but I'm worried that something might be keeping them from leaving their villages. They won't. Our tribes aren't exactly known for getting along, but now they've left Gunvelder in its time of need, and they're ashamed. That's why you have to shame them even more. And if they say they won't come because, then you'll deal with a because. Exactly. There's only one seeing course of action, but you do you. I'll be waiting. As a Gunvelder, I've got nowhere to go anyway.
So what happens if I just run in there anyway? This is chunking my frame rate. So what, I could just tackle this whenever the hell I feel like it, regardless? I know I said I stopped recording, but I want to see what's in here. Can I just run in and run out? That'd be kind of funny. Ah. I am strong enough to handle this. For the sake of the video, I will happily spend time helping the other tribes. For content, for the video, and for you guys. I'm not going to rush through this just because I could. It's 4 in the morning. Damn. Alright. I'll head back down the elevator, get a nice wide shot. This place is chunking my frame rate for some reason. Something is horribly unoptimized somewhere. What's going on in this place? What is all this? What's all this back here? Weird. Alright. Let's go back down. I don't know what this is for. I'm sure it'll be important later. Fuck. Alright. And with that, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. It's very late. I got work in the evening. So, I'm Sensei James XYZ. I think I might do a one-a-day schedule instead for a while, just to slow things down a little bit so I don't rush through this game too fast. But we'll see. I want to spread out these uploads a little bit more too. I thought this would have been easy, I will be honest. But this is a lot more taxing than I thought it was going to be. I didn't really expect to stay up this late just to try and get videos set up for a backlog that I'm going to have to all upload in the morning. That's my fault. I should have stepped back and taken some consideration. But I should have prepared a little bit more. I think I've been at a decent pace, but I need to slow down because I have work. I have music commissions I need to work on. And I've been kind of slacking on that, unfortunately, because I really wanted to play this. So I'll try to maintain a daily upload schedule instead of twice a day, because I think that'll be more manageable. So I apologize if you like the double upload schedule, but this is just how it's going to be. Alright, I'm Sensei James XYZ. If you want to see voice acting and music, check out Sensei James X. If you want to see eventual essays on video games, movies, books, whatever I feel like talking about or rambling about at the time, check out Sensei James Z. Otherwise, stick around and look forward to what comes next. So, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, if you made it this far, thanks for sticking around this long. I wanted to do long form content for people that want background noise or something to fall asleep to. I didn't want to make super short hyper edited videos for casual play. If I'm doing maybe a challenge run or something, I'll probably stream the process and then maybe see if I can pay somebody to compress it down, but I'll have to wait until that becomes an option. So, we'll see. I'll see y'all later. I need to get some rest. I feel a little icky. Good night.